I have not always told the truth. I know that's hard to believe. But I've not always told the truth. Once. Okay. On more than one occasion, I have said that there is a spark of divinity in me. That's not the truth. The truth is the light of divinity that is me and is each one of you is big and bright. What we claim it to be, it will be. Jesus speaks of this light in the 8th chapter of John. I am the world's light. No one who follows me stumbles around in the darkness. I provide plenty of light to live in. Now, this light isn't so bright that all it says is, hey, look at me. This light says, behold, here is an expression of God. Here is an expression of God. This light also shows us the way. It's like our divine lighthouse, if you will. I grew up in Maine, on the coast of Maine, actually, in a town called Rockland. I grew up jigging for mackerel and pulling lobster pots. Now, Maine's coast is known for its ruggedness and has been the cause for countless shipwrecks. And there would have been many more if it wasn't for the lighthouses that are all up and down the coast, shining big and bright, showing the way of safe passage for the fishermen, for the pleasure boaters, and for commercial vessels of all shapes and size. Our divine lighthouse shows us the way as well, especially when our life experience becomes rocky. Charles Fillmore, the co-founder of Unity, speaks of the light. Light is the symbol of wisdom. When Jesus said, I am the light of the world, he meant that he was the expresser of truth in all its aspects. The expresser of truth. That is our divine purpose that we speak of each and every Sunday. We are here to express God in all we think, say, and do. You see, the purpose of our human nature, our physicality, our humanness, who we are, is here to express our divine nature, our godliness, what we are. That is our divine purpose. Jesus goes on in the 8th chapter of John, saying, if you stick with this, that is, expressing your godliness, living out what I tell you, then you will experience for yourself the truth, and the truth will set you free. It is in living, breathing, and having our being from our divine nature that frees us from all limitation. Frees us from all limitation, and we are able to step into and experience the joy of living, aka the kingdom of heaven, right here and right now. Myrtle Fillmore, Charles's wife and co-founder of Unity. Some of us think that Myrtle was the founder and Charles took notes. However, Myrtle Fillmore said, the light is within you. And as you learn to look within, you become radiant, because light is a quality of mind and its essence is finding outlets through you. You see, in our humanness, in our human nature, we tend to look for happiness outside of us, in stuff. I'll be happy when I get that job. I'll be happy when I get that condominium. I'll be happy with stuff. Now, we may find happiness in the material things, but that happiness is fleeting. Folks, it's an inside job. It's an inside job. The happiness that we seek is within us. And when we seek it within, when we go within and discover our light of divinity, then we're able to step into our joy of living. Are you willing to follow your light? We're going to get serious here. Jesus gives us our marching orders. That's marching orders. Or, by the way, that's moving forward if you didn't get it. And, by the way, I speak perfect English. You all hear funny. Okay, back to being serious now. Jesus gives us our marching orders in Matthew chapter 4. Here's another way to put it. You're here to be light, bringing out the God colors in the world. God is not a secret to be kept. We're going public with this. As public as a city on a hill. If I make you light bearers, you don't think I'm going to hide you under a bucket, do you? I'm putting you on a light stand. Now that I put you there on a hilltop, on a light stand, shine. All right then. That was direct, of course, lovingly so. 10 hut. We are to shine. Shine big and bright. Melda Shanklin, my favorite Unity author and favorite of my personal Bible, What Are You?, says this: in God you live and move and have your being. In you God lives and moves and must be given expression. This is a little more gently a way of giving us our marching orders. It is in living from our divine nature that we experience the joy of living, that we live the life that we want to live. But most of us don't. Why is that? Author Marianne Williamson says, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We're not afraid of falling down. We're afraid of standing up, shining big and bright. And you know, folks, there's nothing to fear. It is our most natural state of being. This is where ego is defined as human nature. Simple. Ego is defined as human nature. Our human nature's purpose is to express our divine nature. Reasonably simple? Yeah. We just get in the way a lot. And what Miss Williamson is speaking about in that quote is naughty ego. Naughty ego. You want to see naughty ego? Naughty ego is easing God out. Now, naughty ego feeds on our fear of the unknown. It feeds on that fear. It gets all puffed up and big, convinces us that it knows the way, and then we let it lead us astray. I'm a prime example of this. Back in the Dark Ages, when we were taking notes with rock and chisel, the SEE program was called the CEP program, Continuing Education Program. And I took the classes. I took 6 of them. And by golly, I didn't take them for credit because Leavitt wasn't going to need those classes. He's not going to be a licensed Unity teacher or minister. He doesn't need to take credit. Guess what? I said yes to Spirit. I got to take those 6 classes all over again. Isn't that special? Yeah, see, when Leavitt thinks he knows what he's doing, it's wildly entertaining for all of you, but it's really miserable for Leavitt. Well, it goes back to fear. Fear is the excitement without the breath. And with the breath, we can transform that fear of the unknown into the excited anticipation of what is yet to be. The excited anticipation of what is yet to be. Plato adds, we can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light. The universe weeps when we, men and women, are not expressing our divine nature, and sings for great joy when we do. Well, what would happen if, say, one of us started shining big and bright? Again, Marianne Williamson says, as we let our light shine, we consciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence actually liberates others. Oh, guess what? This is nice ego. This is expressing God only. You want to see expressing God only? When one person discovers their inner divine light, shines big and bright, experiences their joy of living, then everyone sees that they're wildly joyful beyond measure and wants some of that. And you know what happens? 1 becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and before long, this entire spiritual community, everybody in it is shining big and bright. And eventually, all people in the world are experiencing their joy of living, and you know what we've done? We've created peace on earth. Amen. Well, how do we begin to experience our joy of living? Last time I knew this was unity. It must involve affirmations of truth. It does. We're going to fill our mind with affirmations and truth, and then we're going to set the intention to take action. Our first affirmation is my favorite. I am divine. Short and simple. I am divine. I am divine. You know what? I'm divine. I am divine. It works great through clenched teeth. I am divine. It's a great affirmation of truth. It's what you are. I am divine. Let's speak this together. I am divine. Nice. The next affirmation of truth is, I am the light of the world. We're the colors of God. We are the rays of God light. I am the light of the world. Let's speak this truth together. I am the light of the world. Okay, take a deep breath because this one is going to be fun. Are you ready to seal the deal? Yes. Are you ready to seal the deal?
Yes.
To set the intention to walk the talk? Hoorah, here we go. If you're ready, let's speak this intention together. I will shine big and bright. Well, it must be working. Yeah. And you know what happens? Monday shows up. And for some of us, this afternoon shows up. And we are forgetful. A really neat way, a fun way to remember something is in a song. Yep, in a song. The title and the words have changed, but I bet you know the tune. You know, and you'll sing this and it will stay in your head forever. Kind of nicely irritating. This big bright light of mine. If you're ready, here we go.
This big bright light of mine, I'm gonna shine. This big bright light of mine, I'm so gonna shine. I am divine, and I'm gonna shine. I'm gonna shine, 'cause I'm divine. I'm gonna shine.
That was really nice. Really nice. So nice. We're going to do it twice. Okay, here we go.
This big bright light of mine, I'm gonna shine. This big bright light of mine, I'm so gonna shine. I am divine, I'm gonna shine, 'cause I'm divine, I'm gonna shine.
Well done. I didn't realize this was going to be aerobic as well. Oh. The truth is, folks, that we are divine. And to make sure we remember this, in your bulletin there is a yellow card. And on that yellow card it has our affirmations of truth and our intention. If you'd be so kind and take that out and place it face up in your left hand. Face up in your left hand. Now raise your right hand. You know where this is going. And repeat after me. I will tell and live the truth.
I will tell and live the truth
As I know it to be.
as I know it to be.
The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
So help me, me.
So help me.
Outstanding. The truth is, folks, we are divine. We are the lights of the world, and we will shine big and bright. And in telling the truth and living the truth, for ourselves, we experience our joy of living, creating the life we want to live. And collectively, together, we create the world that we want to live in. Folks, in the universe that is God, we are the bright stars. I invite you to close your eyes and settle in for a time of meditation. And with the breath, we claim the truth of us. We claim it in this now moment. We are divine. We are the light of the world. We will shine big and bright. This is the truth as we know it to be, and we claim it as ours. In the truth, as one, rest now in the silence.